Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another exciting episode of The Outhouse. I am one of your hosts, Avery Fair, joined by my friend, Teddy Kosick. Ted, what's going on, friend?
Just hanging out, man, living life, living the dream. What about you?
Just trying to stay cool out here. We're about to hit monsoon season, and it's going to be some acid rain coming from the skies.
It's a heater.
It is. But like I said, this is The Outhouse, episode 6, where all of our opinions are piles of shit.
Okay.
So, over the weekend, we had San Diego Comic-Con. We had Marvel's Hall H conference panel on Saturday the 20th, I think it was.
Yep.
And they went in depth with their Phase 4 lineup.
Nice and deep.
Oh, yeah. Very, very deep. With movies and TV shows and the brand new Disney Plus coming this November.
Yep.
So that's pretty exciting. But first things first, let's just talk about real quick Spider-Man Far From Home. Came out, a few weeks ago now?
Yeah, I think 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. And just real quick, what are your thoughts about it?
Real good. Top 5 MCU movie for me now. The best Spider-Man movie to date, I think. Tom Holland's my Spider-Man.
Your Spider-Man. Hashtag it.
Hashtag my Spider-Man. No, it's real good. I liked it a lot. I like the character development. I like the way, you'll talk about it in a moment probably, that they set up the ending. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't hate Zendaya as much as I did in the first one. She grew on me. I think, we talked about this previously, I think it was because she had more screen time, which probably helped her cause out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too. Kind of able to flesh her character out more.
Yeah, I thought the plot of the movie itself was interesting. Mysterio was a good baddie. Spoiler alert, I guess. Jake Gyllenhaal did a good job. So I think it was a good pairing, him and Tom Holland overall. Solid movie. 9.5 out of 10. Stamp it. Seal of approval. Bang.
Nice. It's the Teddy Kosick seal of approval.
What about you? What do you think?
No, I agree. I think it was, I thought it was a great Spider-Man movie. I think it was my personal favorite of all the other ones. I thought, like you just echo your sentiment about Tom Holland. I think he was fantastic. Zendaya, again, agree with you. She grew on me as well. I thought the entire cast they did a great job. It was a perfect bow to the Infinity Saga and Phase 3. And like you just mentioned, so they kind of set up where Mysterio at the end, he had a videotape where he obviously doctorated?
Yeah, doctored,
okay. To make it look like Spider-Man was the villain, and then ultimately broke by J. Jonah Jameson and the Daily Bugle. That was pretty sick to see, with J.K. Simmons back to reprise that role. Basically revealed the news that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and that's going to have obvious massive ripple effects throughout the entire MCU. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that unfolds. Then the second big
Sorry,
twist.
I thought I heard my doorbell.
Do you have food coming?
No, I don't, but anyways,
Chipotle?
There's some noises. I don't know what people are doing out there. Proceed.
The final end credit scene was with Nick Fury and Maria Hill driving throughout New York, and it turned out that they were actually Skrulls. If you remember that, the Skrulls were the shape-shifting alien race from Captain Marvel, and with that, this kind of plants, a little, seeds about the whole Secret Invasion type storyline, where Skrulls start infiltrating certain aspects of the government and basically just take over worlds via, secrecy and espionage. And so I know Kevin Feige has also stated in the past that, even though the Skrulls that Captain Marvel interacted with in her solo film were good ones, just like with human beings, there are bad Skrulls. So who knows what type of Skrulls are either out there in the cosmos or just on Earth. So that'd be interesting to see what happens with that. And then, because then the real Nick Fury was actually kicking it in outer space. It looks like a giant space station that could very well be the Sword space station, which is S.H.I.E.L.D.'s essential offensive response to the whole Thanos galactic threat that they just overcame. So just to prepare themselves more for the future of any other threats.
Sword and Shield, huh?
Moving on.
I see what they did there.
No, that's a good one. Pokemon coming out in November. Gonna get that.
Yep. Good on.
All right, so now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna dive right into the Marvel Phase 4 announcements. So with the lineup, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's it? 5 shows and 5 movies split in half, with a possible question mark 6th movie. We'll see. But just to jump right into this with the timeline of when these movies are coming out. So the first movie to kick off Phase 4 is going to be Black Widow on May 1st, 2020. This is going to be set up after Civil War. It's going to have Natasha Romanoff battling against Taskmaster. If you've played the Spider-Man PS4 game, if you've seen is it leaked footage?
As of right now, it's officially leaked footage. Yeah.
Okay, the officially leaked footage of the Marvel Avengers game from Square Enix. Taskmaster, he's being a pretty popular dude nowadays.
His stock is up right now, baby.
Oh yeah, if you're out there, you got to buy some. So, along with Taskmaster, the cast again with Scarlett Johansson. It's also gonna have David Harbour.
I like that.
Stranger Things alum, and coincidentally enough, he is named Alexei. So
yeah, that's pretty.
If you're into season 3 of Stranger Things, you'll know that connection there. And so he's going to be playing the Red Guardian, who is essentially the Soviet Union's answer to Captain America. So that'd be very interesting to see, because, we assumed with Black Widow, unfortunately meeting her end in Endgame, we automatically thought, okay, it's going to be a prequel.
Right.
I thought it was going to be a prequel way at the beginning, but it's kind of that set timepiece right in the middle of the MCU. So it'd be cool to see who else shows up, if it's going to be a Hawkeye or anybody else.
Yeah. Where is it set exactly? Have they said?
Where?
Yeah, or like what movies or timeline, like when does it happen? Exactly.
After Civil War.
It's after Civil War. What was the next movie after Civil War? Ish. I literally can't place right now. Civil War was
I am so
before the second Avengers or something. There's just so many.
MCU movies.
I'm just curious, trying to place in my head where that happens. But long story short, this might be the movie out of all these movies we'll talk about that I'm least excited for, because I personally don't care for Black Widow as a character, and I'm okay with her dying in Endgame. Mm-hmm. So that's out there.
After Civil War was Black Panther, then Homecoming, Doctor Strange, Ragnarok, so right in there. In that
I gotcha.
meaty part of the curve.
Yeah, it's cool. They're doing the Star Wars approach where Star Wars went in and slotted Solo and Rogue One kind of in between set time periods already in the Star Wars universe, so I think it's cool. It helps you zoom real deep into one particular point in time. And I'm assuming they chose this point in time for a reason. So.
Yeah. And not only that, but we also see, because, with these movies, obviously it's hard to keep track with, they're all happening, concurrently with each other. And so Black Widow, after Civil War, you don't know what these heroes are doing because you're off in now Wakanda, with Black Panther, or you're off in Doctor Strange, dealing with that. And so with this, you can see, okay, after Civil War, we saw what these heroes did. Let's see what Black Widow is up to.
Yeah.
Moving on, so we're going to flip over to Disney+. The first TV show is going to be The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, fall of 2020. It's going to feature Zemo as the villain, with Daniel Bruhl reprising that role. He appeared in Civil War. He was basically the mastermind with crippling the Avengers in that film. So there was an interview recently with Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan, with Mackie essentially saying that he has been fitted with the Captain America suit, so that process has begun. It's pretty exciting. Just to see, and he kind of jokingly was asking, where's the shield going to go? Where are the wings going to go? Which is just kind of cool just to hear them, talk about that coming up. And I'm actually really excited about that show. I think those two play off well with each other. And so it's going to be, I think it's going to be really funny.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. If you haven't signed up by fall 2020 for Disney Plus, that's kind of your time, because it's going to be a steamroll as we go through the rest of these.
Oh yeah, if the normal Disney properties and The Mandalorian does not
don't get you excited,
then I guess you can hold off another year.
Then you just got issues. Let's be honest.
That's a good point. Jumping back to the theatrical side, we have the Eternals. So that's a pretty star-studded cast. We have Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden. For your Game of Thrones fans, he was Robb Stark.
Yeah. I think so.
He got fucked up. Salma Hayek and Kumail Nanjiani. So the Eternals, they are essentially the race from which Thanos is from. They deal with Celestials, the name kind of been dropped with Guardians of the Galaxy. So again, just Marvel trying to expand upon their cosmic front and further expand that region. And who knows, maybe we'll start getting little drops or tidbits of Galactus, of Silver Surfer. I mean, who knows? It's just, that's an opportunity to get, these at least some sort of, maybe the Skrulls too. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I like the cosmic expansion that it seems like they're going for. I think that opens a lot of cool opportunities. And then the cast is pretty sick, so I'm into that one for sure.
Yeah. Next up, we're gonna go. Let's see, because Shang-Chi
need a little help. Need a little help with the list here, buddy.
Because Shang-Chi is February 12, 21, but then Wanda.
Correct.
Let's do Shang-Chi next. So keep it on the theatrical side. We have Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Right.
That's gonna have Simu Liu as Shang-Chi, and if anybody of you is on Twitter, you would see that he kind of had some fun a couple years back, tweeting out Marvel saying, "Hey, nice job with these guys. How about an Asian American hero? Talk to me about Shang-Chi." And lo and behold, he is Shang-Chi.
Bam. Yeah. I wonder how long after that tweet they hit him up.
Yo,
is it a recent thing, or is it like the day after they're like, "Hey, I got you. Let's do this."
I don't know, but just like with Gary Whitta on Kind of Funny, if you're not moving, if you're not making moves, you're standing still, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's gonna be pretty cool. And then the actual, the actual Mandarin villain is gonna be in that one. If you remember from Iron Man 3, the Mandarin was in there, but he was a fake Mandarin. So we're gonna have, I guess, the real deal in that one. So again, February 12th, 2021. Now let's jump over back to Disney Plus. We're gonna have WandaVision, right?
WandaVision's next, yeah.
Of 2021. That's going to be set after Endgame, so just like the title indicates, it's going to be pretty much centered around Scarlet Witch and Vision, or lack thereof, because as we recall, Vision got the Mind Stone ripped from his fucking forehead, so he couldn't be snapped back because he's literally dead.
Got yeeted.
He did. I guess we can just assume that Suri has his mind back up on a USB somewhere, and he's just going to be re-uploaded in some way, shape, or form. I don't know.
Thinking about it now, I'm curious if it has some tie-in to Black Panther when he was on the table and they were trying to extract the stone at that point before they kind of had to dip when Thanos was coming.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Could. And then plus with that show, we're going to be introduced to adult Monica Rambeau, played by Tiona Paris. She was Monica Rambeau, as you recall from Captain Marvel. She was a little girl of Captain Marvel's friend, and so she's gonna be all grown up now, and she turns into the superhero Photon. So we'll see if she's going to already have those powers in WandaVision, if she's gonna get those powers in WandaVision. Again, pretty exciting to see more heroes being introduced.
Yeah. I'm into that one for sure. I don't know too much about like Scarlet Witch in general, thinking about it, or Vision for that matter, other than what I've seen in the MCU so far. But like I don't know anything about their backstories or other things from the comics or whatnot. So that show to me, depending on how much they interweave it to the rest of the MCU, will be pretty new to me. Like all that content will be pretty new.
I think with the only thing I know about Scarlet Witch is just with the House of M comic story, where because her and Quicksilver are the children of Magneto. And so
I didn't know that.
In the House of M line, Magneto essentially uses Scarlet Witch's powers to rewrite reality so that mutants are the prominent or the dominant race, and humans are the subservient ones and things like that. So so she's very powerful. End of story.
Yeah. Cool.
Keeping it on the Disney Plus side, let's go with Loki, spring of 21. So it has been confirmed that this will be the same Loki from Avengers 2012, which in Endgame, when they went back in time for that movie, he escapes with the Tesseract.
Yeah.
So he's out and about fucking shit up because he hasn't had his whole psychological transformation. Yeah. That's a good word. But you know what I just realized right now is he going to still have the Tesseract in the show?
Why would he not?
I don't know. It's just... So, the show takes place in 2012, right?
Does it?
That's what I'm guessing. Like, it'll pick up literally right after he disappears.
I would assume so, yeah.
The question then is, will that version of Loki ever get to the current time of MCU? Will we ever see him back?
So this is something we can talk about at the end, but I know we've talked about previously, where it's like, are all these shows one season or multiple seasons? Because that is very interesting what you just said. If this is a one season show, maybe even a probably a one season show, knowing where Thor lines up, does he get back to the current 2023 or whatever we're in for the Thor movie, and then he's in the movie? I don't know.
And I would say that these shows are going to be one season, because
I probably agree with you. Yeah.
I mean, not to mention too, how much money they're putting into these fucking shows.
Yeah, it's got to be a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even talking about the production quality. I'm talking about signing these actors these names
for TV, streaming TV shows. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting to see, and I think we talked about this before, that we think everything up until this next show I'm going to mention, these are going to be week-to-week episodes. They're not going to be all thrown on you at once.
That's my going assumption, yeah. And I'd like to think they're all hour long, maybe 10 episodes or something for each of these, something like that.
Yeah.
Like the pretty standard what you get, you know?
Right. So let's jump back over to the theatrical side here. We have what might be the best movie name in the entire MCU, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, coming out May 7th, 2021. This is also going to have Scarlet Witch in the movie as well, so that's pretty cool. And this is also going to be the first horror, scary movie that Marvel is going to be putting out for the MCU, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. It'll be an interesting take for sure. I have a feeling it'll be pretty compelling. Oh, that's not the right word. Pretty divisive, I guess. I think people are either going to like really, really like it or like really not feel it, just because it's so different. Hopefully people like it. I like the first Doctor Strange. I fucking hate scary movies. So that's a con.
They're not going to see it.
I'll see it. Because I don't think this is a jump scare type movie. I think it's like a horror, scary theme type of movie. But I don't think it's like Doctor Strange is going to pop up on the screen and go, bah! Like, it's not that kind of a movie.
Well, let me drop some knowledge on you real quick.
Hit me.
So I looked up who this Nightmare villain is, right? So this might give you a sense of where the movie's going to go.
Hit me.
So according to the most reliable source out there, Wikipedia, Nightmare is the ruler of the dream dimension.
Okay.
So it gets a little Freddy Krueger type vibes in there. He essentially roams the realm on top of his black horned horse named Dreamstalker, and he essentially torments humans, bad people in their sleep. He brings them into sleep and fucks up their shit. Not only is he a villain for Doctor Strange, but he's also a main villain for Ghost Rider. So,
interesting.
I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting. I'll see that one. I ain't no bitch. I'll see it.
All right. Well, I don't know about the first part. So moving on to the shows. Okay. We're going to have, in summer of 2021, we have the What If show. It's going to be an animated show that's bringing pretty much everybody to do their voice acting other than Robert Downey, Chris Evans, and Tom Holland. Yeah. Essentially what the title entails, it's going to be about, I would assume it's going to be one episode, like one-offs of what if scenarios, like what if Peggy Carter got the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers? What if X's and O's, just moving down the list of other different things that could have happened and how that would have transpired the rest of the MCU. So, if anything, that's going to be a pretty fun one, just to, I think that one has the chance to being the show that would have all the episodes released at once.
Just dump them all at once, yeah.
Yeah, because that one really doesn't have, I would guess, any connection to the main storyline, and this is just more for shits and giggles.
Maybe, yeah. It seems more like this is all for fun, but more like for fun and not taken seriously than the rest of the shows. So,
did you see who's the voice of the Watcher is? I think his name was Jeffrey Wright, the guy from the HBO show with the robots, Westworld.
Oh, is that?
Westworld.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's the voice of the Watcher, and the Watcher, that's the guy who looks over, the reality and takes notes, and he's not allowed to do shit. It was, God, I forgot what movie it was, but Stan Lee did his cameo, and he was chilling with the Watchers and everything.
Fair enough.
All right.
So I like that guy, though. He's got a cool voice, so that's good for VO.
That's true. To close out the Disney Plus, we have the Hawkeye show in fall of 2021. That is going to have Jeremy Renner coming back as Clint Barton. He is going to be training his daughter, Kate Bishop, to become the next Hawkeye. And the only thing that I think it might stem from this is going to be possibly the slow introduction of the Young Avengers, because now we have, Kate Bishop. We'll have probably Miss Marvel eventually down the line. I'll be honest, I don't really know who is in the Young Avengers on the top of my head, but it's a good idea.
Yeah, Hawkeye for me is like a middle tier MCU character. Like, I don't dislike him, I don't love him. Like, he's just kind of always there, if that makes sense.
I think I like the actor more.
I like
than
Jeremy Renner. Yeah,
the actual character.
Yeah, maybe I'm in the same boat as you. So the show will be interesting, though. I'm for sure I'm gonna give all these a chance. I'll probably watch all of them. So
yeah,
I'll watch it for sure. See what happens.
All right. Well, then to close out, Phase 4 is going to be Thor: Love and Thunder. If not for Doctor Strange, then this would be the best movie title.
Daddy.
Coming in November 21st, 2021, we're going to see the returns of Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, director of Taika Waititi, and then also the return of Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman, they're going to do the adaptation of the Mighty Thor comic line, and she's going to wield the fucking hammer, baby. I'm pretty stoked about it.
Me too. That should be a good one. Thor, not 1 and 2. Definitely not 2. Thor 1 I liked. Thor 3 was top 3 MCU for me. So if this is more of the same, considering it seems like they're going the same route, like thematically and stuff, I'm fucking in for sure.
Yeah, can we just quickly just talk about the absolute glow up that Thor has gone through throughout
recently,
the MCU? Yeah. My God. I mean, not only did Taika...
in the Avengers movies and his movie.
Not only did Taika essentially alter, the whole entire character of Thor, but he drove the MCU in the direction that they're going in right now, and it's fucking sick.
It's pretty cool. And I know Chris Hemsworth, before he did Thor 3, basically said, like, I'm fucking over it. I'm done playing Thor. And then he got reinvigorated kind of by Taika's vision and the movie itself. So now he's on board again. It's cool.
Yeah.
I have no idea how many movies he's got left. I would assume maybe he
Chris Hemsworth
after this one. Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, technically, he was supposed to be done after Endgame.
So then he renegotiated this one movie deal, you think?
I don't know if his movie deal has...
Well, he'll be
there might be more
Guardians as well, likely, right?
That's what we would like to think, yes, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
I'm interested. Yeah.
I think there's a tweet you sent me, something like Natalie Portman had been in contact with Marvel Studios the whole time, and it's a long time coming.
Kevin Feige said.
Fuck that. That's bullshit. There's no way that happened. She left that shit so mad. And came back in now, and it's going to be the next Thor, essentially. So she got that phone call saying, "Hey, do you want to do this?" Or, "Hey," she realized she fucked up where the MCU is now. It's like, "Hey, guys, let me back in there. Let me get a piece of that."
Taika's like, "Yo, Natalie, what can we do for you?" I don't know.
Yeah.
Burn some bridges. We'll give you the hammer.
Yeah.
Did I say how much I love Marvel?
Yeah, basically. But it's cool. I'm super excited for that one.
Hey, here's a thought. What hammer is she wielding?
What do you mean? She's not the original because it's broken.
How do you get a new?
They made a new one.
Stormbreaker, but that's Thor.
Wait, what was the hammer that Cap had?
He took it back. That was Thor went back.
Oh, you're
to
right.
get that hammer, and he took it back.
He's got that hammer. He's got the new original hammer. I'm pretty sure.
So it's just the axe.
No, I think she has the hammer.
So where did she get it from?
Why didn't Cap just give it to her, hand it to her? Here you go.
Because Cap took it back to.
Did he though?
Yeah, he went into the time thing with the
He
hammer.
also took the
and
Soul
the
Stone and
stones.
somehow gave that back, so I don't
Well,
believe his
yeah,
ass.
you're right. Who fucking cares at this point? There's a lot of... As much as I love Endgame, there's a lot of fucking plot holes at
They
the
handed
end.
her the hammer, and in the comics on the cover, isn't she holding the hammer? Because I looked it
Well,
up.
yeah, she has the hammer, but that's... what I'm
You're just
asking
saying they
is
might
that-
adapt it to the axe instead.
Well, my thing is, I don't think he gives up the axe.
I don't either.
Because the axe, I think, is different than the hammer. I think anyone can use the axe.
I agree.
Because the axe is just a weapon they made. I don't think the axe has any criteria of who's worthy of it. I think that's only for Mjolnir.
Yeah, that's good. That's good enough.
That's close.
Yeah. I think she's got the hammer.
Jared? So I'm pretty stoked about that. What I was going to say, so when I mentioned earlier about the possible hidden sixth movie of that, I think you and I are both in agreement that Spider-Man 3 is probably going to slide into July of 21 in between Doctor Strange and Thor.
Yeah.
We are under the assumption that Sony is going to be the ones that announce Spider-Man 3, and it would be the perfect timing. They've been 2 years apart, or every other year from this point forward, so it only makes sense to slide that in there, and, I'm ready.
Yeah, me too.
So, moving on to...
Hey, Casper, buddy.
Moving on to Phase 5, which Kevin Feige did announce certain properties for that. We will be seeing Captain Marvel 2, Black Panther 2, Guardians 3, fucking Blade with Mahershala Ali. If you are familiar with the Marvel show Luke Cage, Ali played Cottonmouth, and I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, I guess Wesley Snipes is pretty old at this point, but
A little bit.
no, Ali is a great choice, and I love the fact that we're gonna get Blade. We're gonna get some. There was that tweet I think you saw where Blade, Captain America is saying, "All right, so anybody else got anything on the docket here?" And Blade goes, "Can you guys help me? There's all these vampires, man. There's so many." Captain America is no. But
Should be good.
no, I think Blade's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, he kind of has this. I think he fits in the realm of Doctor Strange, and then I know he's familiar with Black Panther as well. And then plus, he can, if they are gonna introduce Ghost Rider at some point, Doctor Strange, Blade. There are ways to kind of shoe them all in that corner of that dark Marvel universe. And then he also mentioned Fantastic Four. And he mentioned mutants. So he specifically said mutants. He said that he views the X-Men property as more than the X-Men. He says that they're going to be brought in a way that we haven't seen before. I do believe in the past Disney has said that they are not going to mess around or change what Deadpool is doing. So I'm guessing that he'll just pop up somewhere down the line.
Gotta. Yeah.
But one name that did not come up, which is a bit saddening to me, is Ant-Man. There was no mention of him, nor of Paul Rudd, so hopefully he's going to pop up at some point. It would be kind of cool if he came up in like the Falcon show, just because he had the little shit with Falcon a little bit. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But looking at these two lists, or I guess the full list of Phase 4, what would you say are your most anticipated show and movie?
I had the list open and I closed it. Juge. Movie has got to be Thor for sure. I'm on that Thor train, especially since Thor 3, so I'm going to continue to ride that train.
Okay.
After that, show-wise, it's Loki pretty easily for me. I think Loki's a cool character. It's same thing, ties into Thor. I think Asgard's a cool location. I assume since they're back in 2012, they go back to Asgard, and I'd like to see them explore that more because I think it's cool.
Yeah.
And they can't go there currently in the future timeline, so
because it's gone.
It's a last chance, kind of. I think those are my top two. What about you?
Okay. I would have said Thor, but that Doctor Strange movie has got me with the fucking hooks. It's just I'm ready for that. And then, I mean, with Doctor Strange, I think his character has really ascended my list of superheroes. Before he was introduced, I really didn't have any real feeling towards him.
Yeah.
But after his solo film, after Infinity War, after his badass entrance at the end of Endgame, he's a certified badass. So
did you like his standalone film?
I did like it.
Okay, me too.
And then with the TV show, I have to go with The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Again,
Yeah, it's my number 2.
I just really love the energy that Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan bring together. And I think bringing back Zemo and having the Winter Soldier, Bucky, deal with, the mental struggle with, maybe not falling under his spell or control again with those words. I mean, that's gonna be pretty cool to watch.
Yeah.
So
about it. That one's a hell of a lot sooner than my picks too. I gotta wait till 2021 for both of mine, right? I'm dead.
Get fucked. Learn to lose. The last thing about Marvel I do want to say is congratulations to Avengers Endgame. We fucking did it. See ya, Avatar.
Those big blue bastards.
Avengers Endgame, not Avengers Avatar, passes Avatar to become the top grossing movie of all time. Endgame, the news was announced again on Saturday. They ended up with like 2.8 or something versus like 2.7 or
7.9.
Yeah. So they passed Avatar. James Cameron, he tweeted out a congratulations, which is a nice move after trying to say that there was a superhero fatigue. I won't forget that. Also, fun fact, there's one person who has been part of both Endgame and Avatar. Do you know that person?
Zoe Saldana. Boom.
Ding! You got it. I'm actually impressed. So Zoe Saldana,
I've seen tweets about that before from her or from other people talking about her.
But yeah, so that's a nice thing to put on your resume. Part of 2 of the highest grossing movies ever.
Big winner, dude.
Do you think?
And then director-wise, the Russo brothers are up there now with Spielberg and James Cameron on that top 10 list. They've each got multiple movies, so that's pretty crazy.
Yep, and they said that they'd love to come back to Marvel if they want them back.
Yeah, so do the Russo brothers not have any more movie deals right now? Really?
Nope.
Interesting. I wonder if they just let them handle the next phase and look of the Avengers and keep them on the Avengers train, because Avengers isn't gone. It's just not the same iteration of the Avengers. Kevin Feige, I saw. Did you send me that Twitter clip?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
About Kevin Feige saying how they already know what they're doing with the Avengers going forward, and the Avengers will reappear. It's just going to be a very different Avengers than what we've seen so far.
Yeah, which is like, I mean, in the comics there are plenty of different iterations of the Avengers, so it's going to be, there's the new Avengers, Young Avengers, the Dark Avengers. It's going to be,
It would be interesting to make them kind of like the Avengers, like fucking
the team,
ringleaders, and just do the Avengers movies. I'm sure they'd be into that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Real quick, do you think anything beats Endgame, the $2.8 billion?
No, I don't think anything in the MCU will ever top that.
Do you think in general?
One day, yeah.
One day,
sure. I don't think anything in the next 10 years. I shouldn't say that because I don't know what MCU is doing. I think it was just like the hype from something that started 10 years ago is brand new, and like evolving into something that the world had never seen before. Like this was the pinnacle, and now you're gonna kind of start going down the other side of the mountain where you're still gonna make shit tons of money, but maybe not to the same degree, and kind of like go up and down again.
Yeah.
Like I think that was the peak though. It was just such a cultural phenomenon that I think it'd be really hard to recreate that again. Like Star Wars, they've never recreated the cultural phenomenon of the first trilogy quite like it was. I mean, obviously it sells a shit ton of tickets still, but not quite the same.
Yep, I would agree. That's exactly how I would put it.
Yeah.
So let's see. I think that just about does it here. First, I do want to mention this that I wanted to say at the beginning, but I forgot just because you had said it before. And full disclaimer, this is the second time we were recording this because the first time I'm a fucking idiot and I didn't hit record. No, I wanted to, not only do I have this brand new mustache, but we have these 2 sick-ass shirts.
There it is.
So Blanca designed these shirts for the Outhouse, and on the back here, it has all of our tags.
You're off the camera, but you tried.
Oh, where am I? To the right? To the left?
That's further off the camera. Okay.
This way?
Okay. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, so if you see us wearing those on the streets of Phoenix, Arizona or San Francisco, make sure to pop open your phones and hit that follow button.
Yeah. Okay.
Did I do it right? Hit the hit the
so.
bell.
Smash that like button. Hit that bell.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. You know.
Retweet, share, use creator code at Ralph812.
Yep. No, but no, it was really great that she did that, and hopefully we'll take a look at expanding our merchandise.
She's a real good friend.
She's a good friend. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So that just about does it here. One final thing we do want to say is a little sad stuff. So what was it on Sunday?
Yeah.
Right, Sunday.
Saturday is, I think, the day it happened.
Saturday. So you had sent me a tweet that unfortunately said that Jeff Robinson, known as In Control, unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness. Yeah. He was a well-known member of the StarCraft community. He was part of probably the first podcast that I ever listened to religiously in the games and entertainment side of things with fanboys on Twitch with DJ Wheat, and it sucks. I think he was 33, 32.
Something like that, yeah. They literally, I just opened Twitter to read some of this info, and the very first tweet from 13 minutes ago is from his account. Mm-hmm. Says to offer some solace in this time of grief, we've learned that Jeff passed quickly and painlessly from a blood clot in his lungs. He was with friends. He always urged to lead by example and take care of ourselves to the best of our ability. Remember to do that for him today. So it's like one of those freak accident, like it just happens, which is shitty because he seemed like a super nice guy.
Yeah, I mean he was. I think that I've seen tweets of him wanting to basically better himself in terms of dietary health wise, and I was on his Twitter seeing that just literally 4 days ago he had tweeted out his travel schedule between now and October, November. He was going to go to Sweden, SoCal, just all these international, Germany, Australia, all these places that he was going to go to, and it's just it sucks. It's
shitty. Life's weird like that.
Yeah,
there's just nothing you can do about it, but he'll be remembered forever. He's got a good group of people around him. All the tweets I've written, everybody's just nothing negative to say, other than the fucking troll or two on Twitter. It's like, oh, pro gamers dying because they're unhealthy. It's like, fuck off, dude. You don't know shit about these people.
Seriously.
It's just a bummer all around.
Yep. But like you said, life's crazy like that. Make sure you hug your loved ones. Make sure you spend time with them.
Maybe you should quite literally let Blanca out of the closet, huh?
I'm done.
Huh?
She's playing with, Casper's outside. There he is. You see him? There he is. See, I'm not throwing him off my screen like a certain Twitch streamer.
It's kind. Lol, got him.
Well, with that'll just about do it for us here at the Outhouse. Ted, you got any last words?
Nope, I gotta poop, so time to go to the outhouse.
I'm fucking done. Hey! I caught that, but I'm still fucking done. All right, that does it for us here. I'm Avery Fair. You can catch me at Twitter at coffeeblock_910. Website is coffeescorner.com. Teddy is over at Twitch, Ralph812. And
don't even go there. Just go to my Twitter.
Trigger fucking trash. You're going to start streaming Apex.
Soon.
We're going to start streaming a little Apex, or at least get
soon
some clips
TM, baby. Soon TM.
Right. But yeah, that does it for us. We'll catch you guys next time, hopefully sooner rather than later. Peace.
Bye.